I like big yards and I cannot lie. And I know you've heard the rumor that Las Vegas has zero backyard, that you're gonna have a tiny, tiny little lot, that it's impossible to get anything that you might be looking for, and that you're gonna have to like watch some dude scratch his butt through a window next to your kitchen while you're drinking your coffee on a daily basis. This is true. These are real concerns. These are real problems, and these are real rumors. What if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? Let me show you something. Okay, it's definitely hot outside. If I look a little shiny and disheveled, it's because I was just in 110-degree heat and I just did a full dance break in the kitchen. Don't ask me, you'll maybe see it later. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. This video is not just about showing off a great yard or this amazing new listing. Hint, hint, this baby is for sale. It's actually about busting one of the biggest myths in Las Vegas real estate in general. You can't get a yard. The houses are right on top of each other. All of that's a lie. You can get space here in Las Vegas, and I'm gonna show you where, what it costs, and maybe what you should think about before you buy. Now, if you are new here, my name is Laci McCarty, your dancing, awesome Las Vegas lifestyle expert and your relocation bestie. I've made it my mission to help you get from where you are to where you wanna be, which is probably right here in my neon hometown because you're watching this video. I would love to be included in your process of finding Vegas and your journey to Las Vegas, even if you're not quite sure if this place is right for you. So do yourself a favor, scan the QR code that's on the screen and let's set up a time to talk. There are no gimmicks, there's no pressure. I just wanna be an honest resource for you. Okay, so let's talk about why people think all Vegas homes have tiny yards. In areas like Summerlin or Inspirada or Henderson, those are very popular neighborhoods that I guarantee you've seen come across your screen. They are newer homes, and yeah, they are built much closer together. And let's be honest, over the years, developers have begun to prioritize square footage over outdoor space, especially in communities that were built after 2015. Now, I know that many of you dream of having like a brand new home, so let's take a moment to talk about and realize the balance between brand new home, resale, yard, no yard, all the things. Older homes are going to give you the benefit of that larger lot. Not always, but more often than not. Every now and then, a new home will surprisingly come up with a larger lot just simply because the developer was left with some extra land and they gifted it or sold it. Let's just be real, they sold it to one of the homeowners. That's not going to often be the case and it should not be expected, but this house that I'm standing in is an example of that. This home was built in 2006 and the lot size is over 15,000 square feet. Now, side note, when I tell you what this house is listed for, you better hold on to your wig, but that's coming later. Let's talk a little bit more. The reality is that according to the US Census and local planning data, the average lot size in Clark County, where we live, has shrunk from over 7,000 square feet in the 90s to under 4,500 square feet today. So the rumors are understandable. It makes sense. I honestly hesitated even sharing this information because it might have you thinking Vegas isn't for me. But hold on, just give me a minute. There are still neighborhoods where big yards are part of the deal, and I am standing in one of them in this new listing that just went on the market in one of Las Vegas's areas that actually does support giving homeowners more space. And this area is an amazing one. We are in what we like to refer to as the northwest part of town. A lot of people think this is a rural area that doesn't offer any creature comforts or amenities and it's like so far away, but no ma'am, no sir. You're wrong on that one. We're about 18 to 23 minutes from the Strip. This area has a lot to offer with local casinos, tons of restaurants, shopping galore, and easy access to Mount Charleston, which is much cooler throughout the year. I should have shot this video in Mount Charleston. I'm sweating my butt off. Anyway, this is just one of the areas in Las Vegas that are going to give you more space to breathe. Now, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't also tell you that this home specifically is so much more than a fat yard. And that's right, my friends, that's a P-H-A-T in case you were wondering. She's bringing the heat with even more of the most popular amenities that everyone's asking for and that are super hard to come by. RV parking. Look at this thing. It's huge. I don't run, and I guarantee my jiggly arms were nasty during that. That's okay. So we'll just do a second take just here. RV parking and tons of storage, even outdoor storage included. Stay tuned for the listing price. I promise it's gonna be worth it. It's coming up in just a minute, but this place, as you can tell, offers a lot more than just that big fat yard. But what does a big fat yard actually mean in Las Vegas? A standard tract home today sits on about 4,000 to 5,000 square feet, which is not that big. A large lot is about 7,000 to 10,000 square feet, considering how Vegas is built. Anything over 10,000 square feet is considered estate sized, and that's super rare in those new build homes, unless you're spending a 1.5 million or well above. Again, this one is over 15,000 square feet. Big yards do matter. It's not just about aesthetics. Most of you want them for room for your pets or kids, or space to entertain, options to like add a future casita or maybe a pool. And honestly, it's across the nation. Home buyer surveys show that outdoor space is actually in the top 3 most wanted features in 2025. So when you are looking for a home with a pool ready or a pool sized backyard like the one I'm standing in Las Vegas, those can actually appraise for 30,000 to over 100,000 more than you would even think for a similar home that does not have as much space. Super duper good value, and I know that you're all looking for value. If you are someone who's holding out for a huge estate size experience, we can talk about some things like R&P areas, which I don't think anyone else is actually talking about online. So I'm going to cover that in another video. But just know that those things, what I just mentioned, along with other experiences in Vegas, make it possible to buy a home with like a half acre or more, and it doesn't have to be $1 million. In homes built between 1970 and like the early 2000s, you could still find like a quarter acre or a half acre, often for less than 900,000, sometimes between 500 and 900,000, depending on the condition, of course, and the location. Have I piqued your interest just a little? I thought so. So let's ask the next big question. Where should you look? What parts of town are going to give you this experience? This home that I'm showcasing today is in the northwest side of town, like I mentioned, and it's an area that provides that space for you to create your beautiful oasis in the backyard. We are in a single-story house with RV parking, 1,600 square feet, 3+ bedrooms, and storage for days. Are you ready for me to tell you how much this house is being listed for? Are you sure? Gird your loins. We're on the market for under $500,000. Hold the applause, hold the adoration. Let's give a moment for that price. What did she say, Laci? She said under $500,000. If you love it, you know what to do. We can talk about that later. But the whole point of this video is to let you know that the rumor that you've been letting spin around you about Las Vegas and not getting a lot for your money, not getting that land, is wrong. Where else should you look? Not just the Northwest, right? What if I don't like the Northwest, Laci? That's okay. There's other areas of town that are definitely going to provide opportunities like this that include Lone Mountain, Centennial Hills, offering semi-custom, custom homes, often with no HOA, plenty of room even for the RV parking. The lakes and parts of the Southwest, Spring Valley, they have mature landscaping and wide lots, plus pools, lots of space to spare. East Las Vegas is amazing. Sunrise Manor, that area might surprise you. In fact, I know it will surprise you because there's older ranch style homes on huge lots for great prices and some of the best views in the city. Boulder City, which I've talked about on my channel before, is ideal if you want space and small town charm. And you can just think of that as like land plus views without that big city lights and noise experience. And finally, if you're into unique homes, check out custom or semi-custom pockets scattered across the valley. These are often built before the big HOA boom, and they don't look like anybody else's house, like dome houses, like an igloo, like houses that look like teepees. Like there's some really strange houses in the city, but they're pretty cool. Now, I hope this video has helped to debunk some of those BS myths and rumors, and it's giving you a little bit of hope for what you really want to do and get out of Las Vegas. If you like the home that I'm in and that I've been showing you throughout this video, please let me know. I'd love to set up a private tour, and I want to get you in here before someone else snags it because that price point is ridiculous. And if you aren't quite ready, that's okay, but you might need some advice. I'm here for you. I want you to know all your options. So let's talk. You know what to do. I don't have to say it again, but I do want to say, if you're still watching and you're wondering what's real and what's rumor when it comes to Vegas homes, I've got plenty more to show you. So be sure to subscribe and let's keep exploring my neon hometown. Let's have a good time. I'm gonna get back to dancing and sweating my butt off in this crazy heat. I'll see you later.